what we'll do, okay, Amna, let's look at your paper, or should I select a reading and teach you?
Ma'am, I'll be happy if you look at my paper, so I'll know that what not to do in my final.
Right, okay, because I tried discussing it earlier and I think you were
मैम
absent.
आपकी फिर से आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
आवाज फिर नहीं आ रही?
अब ठीक हो गई है. आपका शायद माइक दूर होता है तो फिर नहीं आती है.
मैं तो एक ही जगह पे अपना हेड रखती हूँ मोस्टली, बट लेट्स सी. अच्छा, मैं ये कही थी कि आई ट्राइड डिस्कसिंग योर एग्जाम अर्लियर एंड आई थिंक यू वर नॉट प्रेजेंट ऑन द डे एंड आई हैड कंपेयर्ड योर्स विद दैट ऑफ अनदर स्टूडेंट. Okay, let's
Yes.
go through yours, and I hope everyone can look at it. Uh, it's okay. I hope you don't mind if everybody is looking at it. Okay, first of all, uh, how many? Let me see how many people are present. Amna, Dani, and Laiba. Ji, Laiba. Ji, Laiba.
Miss Libra's mic isn't working.
Your mic, Laiba's mic is not working. Okay, and throat.
No.
Your throat is bad even still.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, number one. If you look at this paper does not have a title. Ji Amna Wahid, can you see your paper has not, this is not yours, sorry, this is
Ma'am,
Eras.
this is not my paper.
Okay, this is Eras's paper, but let's look at yours. Maybe she joins later, so we will discuss hers when she is around. And if she doesn't join, uh, we will still try to look at hers. Okay, so this one says Amna Wahid. It says analysis of the atomic cafe, right? It doesn't say what about it. It doesn't say what about atomic cafe. So the title would be the Atomic Cafe 1982. Then you can add colon, and after that you can add whatever you think is the central idea of the paper. So I want you to give a proper title to the paper. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So number one, give it a complete title. This is half title, remove analysis. Just add the Atomic Cafe and whatever is the central theme, add that to the title.
Okay.
Okay, so good part is that it starts, you're writing about direct documentary and you're not writing about anything else. And I think you have
That I did in my other assignment.
yes, in your other
You
assignment
know.
you started writing generally, so this one does not start generally. The only thing that could be general about it would be something about the atomic warfare. You know, like if you wanted to add one or two lines, but they are not absolutely essential. Uh, something to do with atomic warfare or the central idea could still come at the start, but this start is also fine. I have no issues. Your paper beginning with the title of the film. Try making the title. Try putting it in italics. Use italics for the title. Okay. Titles of all books, titles of all films, all books, and I think you have you presented on the same one, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I gave you feedback on this one during the presentation. So I think I'll try looking at your assignment too, but just do not capitalize any word like this. For example, it says this documentary tells a coherent story. Uh, make D small, and we do not need unnecessary capitalizations or bold words, right? So all titles in italics. And this second page is again focusing on World War II, Atomic Cafe, should be in italics. Uh, um, what does this mean? The things with films about war and aspects of global destruction. Can you try explain this part to me?
The thing with making films about war and aspects of global destruction is that it is such a heavy. Yeah. So what I hear tried talking about is that um, I couldn't figure out this particular word for like जिस तरह मतलब कहते हैं कि अभी भी मेरे जहन में कोई the thing के अलावा word नहीं आ रहा कि with with when we make films about war and which are on true facts and basic the reality that happened, it gets quite difficult. So what's happening in Atomic Cafe is that they are putting the actual footage side by side with what was happening in that time. So I was talking about this fact that how it is hard, it is not as simple when we are talking about global destruction, but this one मतलब appears to be extremely objective. मतलब ये objective है, इसमें वो अपना कोई opinion नहीं दे रहे हैं, इसमें it is on you to decide, you to judge it on your own senses, through your own senses what is happening. They are not directing you towards one particular thing, and yet everyone after watching it finds it an anti-war film, a film that is not in support of it, although there wasn't a single word said by any narrator in the film who
Right.
said that
The-
war is a good thing.
Amna,
That is
then,
what I'm talking about.
okay. Then you have to say it clearly. If you are saying that it is an anti-war film, you have to say Atomic Cafe is an anti-war film, right? Because
मैम मैंने मुझे बोला है. It is like when it is coming step by step. नीचे वो I have mentioned it. I have mentioned it in my presentation too. Maybe
okay,
the word isn't right, the thing, but
can you see that I have selected more than 2 lines here? Earlier I had selected almost 4 or 5 lines. I think these three lines,
yes, please.
you may want to delete them because they do not
Okay.
have any meaning or content, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying. That these three
Ma'am,
lines.
I want to ask you one thing. Yes, I do. Ma'am, can I ask you something?
Ji,
Like
ji.
right now we are talking about the midterm, but we cannot edit it, right? Or can we?
Uh,
I mean, you
what
have already.
have you selected a question for the final exam?
Not yet. I have this one last day for. I was still working on my thesis before attending the class, so I just need one more day, and then I'll start working on your finals.
Right.
But I haven't yet
So
decided.
if this was your final, if this was also your final exam, you can edit it.
Ma'am, can we do that? Like, can we select the same topic?
In this classroom, I think you have this option. In the other classroom, you do not have this option.
Okay.
You'll have to look at the question paper. I think for film theory and criticism, mid and final question papers are the same. I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I do remember that, but I thought that maybe, if we haven't selected a certain topic for midterm, then we might select it for like I was thinking of selecting a film about talking about any of the three genders जिस तरह अभी आपने एराज का भी पेपर सामने रखा हुआ था, so I was thinking के putting some academic paper references in it and choose a film. So yeah, uh, that is what I had in my mind, but not haven't selected
It
anyone.
says, okay, you have to select a question from here,
Okay.
right? And and you have 10 questions here. I'm not sure. Yes, Atomic Cafe is there.
Yes.
So
Okay.
if you are working on the same question for your final, you'll
Okay.
have to discuss the atomic warfare uh, and the film content from your position, right?
Okay.
And we discussed that Chagi can be mentioned, Pakistan's test in Chagi can be mentioned, and other tests can also be mentioned. And I think you can probably go to the presentation and hear and track the comments on your presentation, because I uploaded it in Google Classroom. So just in case, if you want to hear or rehear what the comments, if you do not remember the comments, you can go back to the presentation and check comments on yours.
I did take notes when you were talking, so I have when you talked
So
about film
yes,
technique.
so this question is there. This is one of 10 questions.
Okay.
So I think that in the mid there were only 4 questions, and the final has 10 questions. And if your film is there, you can continue working on it.
Okay.
Make sure that you are multiplying on whatever you find online,
Okay.
because there would be some information on these on this film online. Okay.
Okay.
So all I had said that if you understand what it means, that these 2 3 sentences look empty, there is no content in them. I know you have mentioned global destruction, but you are not exactly commenting. For example, when you say uh, Atomic Cafe is an anti-war film, you have to clearly say that it's an anti-war film and that has weight in it. These are empty. Okay.
Okay.
So it's okay. I'm not saying that you lose any marks for it, but I'm just telling you that you have to go for concise writing. And
Okay.
yes, we mentioned if you go to the reading in Google Classroom, you will see that there are several articles on atomic warfare uh, here. It says Atomic Cafe. When you click this magazine,
Yes,
you will
ma'am.
you
Uh,
will notice that
your
this magazine has perhaps 10 15 different articles, right? So you'll probably find something here. We had discussed only this one.
yeah.
This was the one we discussed, and
Yeah.
this is a short article. But
Yeah, I took this one for referencing it in.
yeah, but you can certainly give references of the others also, right? So and you'll need to read something on Pakistan's atomic test and what happened in Chagi, because Chagi did not become, or we pretend that Chagi did not become like uh, what was the name of the place where they first tested the technology? Bikini.
Uh, yeah, Bikini Islands, Bikini Atoll.
Okay, Bikini Atoll. So you can actually try comparing if it has turned into uh, a desert, or it has become inhabitable for next 500 years and people are still living in that part of Quetta. You can also try finding out if there are health hazards in that part of Quetta, right? So now again, why are you capitalizing the Great USA? Uh, is this a title?
Ma'am, because it comes with the, yeah, it comes like the great United States of America, the great USA. It's often said like that, so that's why I
Okay,
capitalized with
but
G
we
and the
most
T.
okay, most of the times we talk about American dream. So
Yeah.
if you think that Great USA, American dream, or militarily invincible muscle are the same things, the 3 tags are used for USA.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay. Got it.
you can also try checking if there are any trade issues behind these wars, or even behind the atomic war. Because
Okay.
I think around this time, there was a race for oil and rubber.
Hmm.
So these world wars actually had this race behind the curtain. Okay, so this race was in the background drop. The race for oil and rubber and some other minerals maybe. So war shows something else in the front and something else in the back. You should also try looking at atomic paranoia because people were paranoid, and most of the content of the film actually reflects on paranoia. For example, somebody is dressing his child as if he was going to the moon, right? And somebody else is doing
Hmm.
something else. So you can look at those images and try to see and try to read paranoia in people's actions and behavior. Try analyzing their happiness after World War and try analyzing how the word atom became part of art life, and it entered music, and it also entered social life because the cafe was named Atomic Cafe, and you could have atomic drink, which means some really heavy drink, and that kind of thing. So the word became part of the American social and cultural life, right? So,
Okay.
and please do not use this word I. This is for everyone, not just yourself, but everyone. Because if you really have to say something like I, you can say the author thinks, right? You are the author. So you are not supposed to use
Yeah.
first person language. You should use third person language in academic writing. So instead of I think, you will write the author thinks, or
Okay.
or or the study examines, right?
Yes.
And you will certainly need more than one reference.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll keep that in mind. Yes. Thank
all right. Okay, good part. You almost know how to give reference.
Man, I was so bad at it and I had to work on it for my thesis. But क्योंकि हमने पहले भी जब जब mostly research papers लिखते थे तो हम obligation नहीं होती थी most of the time कि आप दें references. I used to mention at times, but not usually. But for thesis, we had to do it in a proper uh, MLA form and take care of each bit of it. So that's why this one was a bit easy to give for your paper.
I'll tell you what is missing here. The only thing missing here is the date of publication of the paper.
मैम मुझे नहीं मिला आप देखें मुझे नहीं मिल रहा था सो आई फाउंड द पेज 47 मैंने वो मेंशन फिर कर दिया था वो
If you go,
ब्रैकेट्स में मैंने ईयर लिखना टाइम लिखना
no, it says if you don't find the date, then you write N dot D dot, no date.
व्हाट डू आई राइट मैम
No date, N dot D dot.
ओके एन डॉट टी डॉट ऑलराइट
But it should have the dates, and that's why I came to page one. This has a date. It was published in 2015, right?
ओके
Does it say here I magazine? That's all it's saying at the bottom, and it says issue 8. It doesn't have a date here. It has 2016 right under I
ओके
magazine. Can you see?
ओके
It says autumn winter 2016.
ओके मैम
Okay. So just sorry, is it 2016? It is 2016. So just mention 20. It should be 2015 instead. So just I think let's make it bigger and see the date. Yes, it is autumn 2015 because it was published on on 70th anniversary of the atomic blast. So it says autumn 2015. Okay. So but almost almost there. All right. Gee, should we look at the next one? दान्या, I think हमने आपका तो already discuss कर लिया, but do you think this discussion was useful?
Yes, miss, it was. So, if for my final I want to write a paper, a research paper, so like I think it's very helpful for me.
Oh, okay. So you do not want to write. You don't want to write complete script.
Miss, I'm contemplating. I'm not sure if I want to complete the script or if I want to do my this on the characters, basically the three characters of a film, an analysis on them.
All right.
Ma'am, can I
Yes.
ask you something?
Gigi.
Like looking at the midterm, do you suggest, like, if it's like I'm asking for a suggestion, but do you suggest that I should do on the Atomic Cafe, because there are a lot of things that will be repetitive when it comes to the discussing the documentary. So, and I will keep these things in mind, which you have said, and I have noted them down. But do you think that it's better to write on this one, or do I choose another topic and I, explore that one with something else?
You can certainly work on a different topic.
Okay.
What you need to know is, just check the date. Check the date of the final exam. Let's try checking the date of the final.
It's 8 September, miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Amna, it really depends. If you want to start a new one,
Yeah.
uh, you will be starting from scratch.
Yes. That
So yes, so that's the difference. That if you want to start from scratch, or you want to continue developing what you have already written. And I think most students, uh, except for one or two, almost everybody got B and above,
okay.
right? So that's why I'm saying. So I personally think that B and above are good grades because anything 3.0 and above is good. So
Ma'am,
only
what was my grade?
um,
Sorry.
I will post it in Google Classroom,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So I was talking about presentation. I haven't marked midterm yet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Your presentation was constantly changing. For example, when you presented and when you finished presentation, I thought you were somewhere at B, right? But when you kept discussing and defending, it improved from B to B plus, and I think even better, right? So that's why I'm saying that it was very important that presentations are done well. So by the time stopped discussing yours, and by the time you stopped your defense, you had gone much above B. Okay, I will look at your final grade and I will post it in Google Classroom. But I know that
Uh,
when you ended, it was B, and when you stopped defending, it was definitely somewhere, at B plus or A minus, somewhere there. So your defense was good, and your grade improved because of the defense. Okay, so
I mean,
what?
I'm sure, I don't know if would have or not, but in actual classroom,
What?
because when it
what
comes to,
yes, so you
ma'am,
are.
I just get really,
You present well, you discuss well, you participate very well in class discussions. So in the participation part, you will probably get 10 out of 10. So
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just telling you, provided you were not absent in any class. So, because I think 5 out of 10 will be from attendance and 5 out of 10 will be for participation. So, participation is very important. When people discuss in classes, they get 5 out of 5 for discussions and 5 out of 5 for attendance. So, there would be, I think, if you lose, for example, 1 mark, for example, 1 mark for attendance, it will still be 9 out of 10, something like that. So I still have to look at attendance of people, and I just wanted you to understand that I grade class participation and discussion. And normally, when if you look at the grading criteria, it says 10 marks for class participation. That includes both attendance and discussion in classroom.
um,
Okay. All right. So this is Iras's midterm paper. She has not joined yet. Dania, are you there? Dania,
Yes, miss, I'm here.
yes. I think we already discussed yours, and I said that you had very well analyzed your own script, and you had analyzed your script theoretically. So I thought it was excellent that you analyzed, you not only wrote script, but you also analyze your script. So analysis part was great. The script part, because it ended at some confusion for somebody standing there watching. So
Yes, miss.
and you said that word limit had ended. So I'm still waiting for your, if you will write your final script, I look forward to it, and I'm sure Kate would be a good script. So it's up
Okay,
to you what
miss.
you.
But
It's
then I'll do this for my final.
okay. So
I'll complete the script.
it's up to you. I personally think that theoretical analysis of your own paper was also very good,
I'm
right?
sorry, miss, I can't hear you.
I said that I think that the analysis of your own script was also very good. You had very well analyzed your own script. So I'm sure that you, whenever, if not for this exam, for any future exam, if you will write research paper, I am sure you will do well because you have gained some analytical skills in this class, and you could apply those to your own work, right? So I personally think that you have done very well in this class after hearing.
Thank you, miss.
Yes. Okay, so
Thank you
that's
so
all.
much.
Yeah, so that's all I can say about yours. And I think let's try looking at Eras's midterm paper. And Laiba is here, so I will look at hers first. Yes. So Laiba, can you speak, or you are not? Your mic is not working. Okay, so the first comment is the same. If you can hear, and if you can't speak, you can post a comment. The first comment is the same, that instead of writing the question, give a title to your paper, right? The Atomic Cafe 1982, colon, whatever is the central idea or the central theme of your paper. So after writing your paper, think about an appropriate topic and give your paper a title. Okay. Uh, Again, it's starting with discussions about films. The students who are discussing films must include scene description in their paper. So pick up at least one or two scenes and discuss those scenes in details. For example, what you are seeing or what you are hearing. For example, in Atomic Cafe, uh, you will find a businessman saying that his business is doing very well after the atomic blast because coffin business has increased, right? So it's dark comment, but it also hints at uh, it's hints at criticism that comes this way, that after the atomic blast, coffin businesses are developing pretty fast. Okay, so that's why I said that the black humor is just hilarious in this film, and it points to the dichotomy of a dreadful incident and a growing business at the same time. So, do mention scenes, do mention what you are seeing. If you are seeing a child running uh, in the streets with his arms burnt or damaged because of the blast, you can talk about it. Like you can mention what you are seeing and what it points to. There are some other papers in Google Classroom. Those papers also point to war situations. So some of them are really small. So I would suggest those wanting to write a paper on Atomic Cafe, please try looking at these other papers as well. These papers would be, for example, Victory at Sea. Again, I'm sure that is a very short paper of about 1,000 words printed in the same magazine. Hearts and Mind, that's also about war. And as in Atomic Cafe, we got glimpse of Harry Truman, the American president. In Hearts and Minds, we get another glimpse of the American president because he talks about hearts and minds of people of America. Oh, that's where the film gets its name because it includes the speech of the Prime Minister. Just one or two comments from the speech of the Prime Minister because he's talking about the hearts and minds of people of America while talking about wars. So I'm just saying that it's very interesting that both Atomic Cafe and Hearts and Mind actually use uh, the interview of the most important person in the world or most important American army journals, etc. And it shows their interviews. Uh, in fact, I think in Hearts and Mind there is a clip of an army journal who moves his tongue like a snake while speaking. So it's quite interesting that this film actually gets a close up of his face while he's talking, and the audience can actually see how his tongue moves while he talks. And surprisingly, the movement is like that of a snake. So this is something that Peter Rollins pointed out while showing this documentary to his students in a classroom. So that again becomes a comment uh, on the American militarily invincible muscle, because both films are showing clips of the president of America announcing one thing or the other. So these would be in their public speeches. So I said that these are very short essays of perhaps 1,000 words each. So you could look at Victory at Sea, or you could look at Hearts and Mind, uh, just to see if these papers are describing film scenes or discussing images from films. So for writing a film paper, it would be important to discuss uh, scenes or images from the film. For Laiba, I again want to say that her paper needs a title, and she can remove this first paragraph that is actually saying what she's supposed to do, or what, because I think this just shows the question paper, the question from the question paper. So these three lines may be removed, and she should not use I. Uh, Instead, she can say the paper or the film, or she can use director's name. So for writing this paper, you will be using director's name and film title alternatively. For writing film papers, it's best to mention film or the director's names 2-3 times in every paragraph, because if you keep mentioning the director's name or the film title, the text will be in your control. It You will automatically not go general, because you will be talking about, for example, Gully Boy or director of Gully Boy. So you, while writing about Gully Boy, you cannot write about Kabir Singh if you are repeating Gully Boy every now and then. So it's a good strategy to use the title of the film or the director's name as often as you can. Um, I do feel, like I told Amna, that she needs more references in her paper. I feel that perhaps you need more references here as well, because I'm not seeing academic research so far. It did not appear on first page. It is not there on second page either. So, as much as it is important to mention a scene from the film or a dialogue from the film, it is also very important to develop a theoretical connection between that particular scene or your own discussion. So you can, for example, if you were saying that this, for example, if you were saying that Gully Boy uh, cultivates a certain type of behavior among uh, Indian youth, or makes them self-centered because the main character is self-centered, then you can definitely talk about what cultivation means, because cultivation is a theory, and cultivation theory says that whatever you see in films uh, may become part of behavior of people in society, or films cultivate certain behaviors. Films cultivate dress codes. Films popularize consumerist culture. So all this is about, like cultivating certain behavior, and that's a theoretical point, which means that you can pick up a quote from cultivation theory and use it here. If you're talking about uh, sexism, attitudes, and behavioral patterns, and a system of belief and values that the film is promoting, those values, because it says patterns as well as system and belief system and values. So I'm sure many professors or scholars would have written about belief system and values. So at this point, you need to bring in theory or a quote by someone on this thing. There are definitely many readings on misogyny, because you're saying somebody's behavior is misogynistic in this film, or the film is misogynistic. So on misogyny, you can find some literature and add that to your paper, because unless you add theoretical discussion or quotations or paraphrases of quotations in your paper, your very good paper will get bad marks, right? So I can see that you are very well explaining what is happening in Gully Boy, and you are creating important discussion about Gully Boy. But theoretical connection is extremely important, because this is theoretical class. So, in while discussing violent or aggressive behavior, you can also refer to, for example, aggression theory, and many psychologists and many cultural theorists have actually written that violence on TV, or aggression on TV or film, or aggression in film actually makes viewers aggressive, or crime in film makes viewer commit crimes, or people lose their morals if the film content is immoral. So heavy viewers can become immoral or aggressive or criminals if they are watching too much crime films. So this would be a theoretical connection, and I think you need to add some kind of theory in this paper, right? So again, I personally feel thankfully Eras has mentioned uh, Goffman's enunciation on this page, right? So this is page 4. So I do not read anything about any theories until page 4. I feel that you need it earlier. She had mentioned this theorist even in her presentation during midterm. I still feel that theory should not enter so late in discussion. Theoretical connections should be there all the way through. Your paper should not be theoretically heavy. It should be more like what you're doing right now, uh, which only means that your own voice should be clearly heard. So I want to hear your voice, and I also want to read uh, that you are supporting your content with work of other authors. Until and unless you support with work with your work with the work of theorists, it would look you are assuming. So you can write whatever you are writing, but it should not look like assumption, and that is where theoretical connection comes in. So I think this fourth page is very good because you are mentioning Goffman and you are creating connection between content of film and Goffman's theory. Okay, so I think overall it looks like a nice paper because you have mentioned theorists, but it would be good to see some theoretical connection on the earlier pages. Uh, these names that appear in bibliography should also show in the body of the text in the essay on the first 5 pages, which means that you can mention Glick somewhere in the body of the essay and just put 1996 there besides his name. So Glick 1996 said something that that should be here in the essay, and I'm not sure right now the essay mentions Glick, right? So it's only mentioning Glick in bibliography. It's not mentioning Glick in the body of the paper. So if something appears in bibliography, it should also be there in the body of the text. You can see I have clicked it twice. It's only appearing in bibliography. It's not mentioned anywhere in these 5 pages, right? So whichever of Glick's concepts is relevant in the body of the text. Just mention Glick name there and create create a connection between whatever you are saying here and between and uh, uh, connection between what you are saying here and what Glick is saying. Okay. She's not here, but I hope you guys understood what I'm saying about Eras's paper. I think it's a good paper, and she just need to take care of the things that are not here in the body of the text and are there in bibliography and things. And on first 5 pages, she just need to make theoretical connection. All right. Any question about Eras's work? I think, as I have mentioned it, discussed it with you guys as well, so you can actually comment.
Um, well, it was good to have, look at it with your comments because, otherwise it would have been a different experience if just reading it, but with comment it gets better because you know what to do. The do's and don'ts, I think, are productive.
Yeah, I think it is sometimes
Especially when
helpful.
we talked about how we can, this was, I've noted it down too, that when we're talking about certain aspect, like for example, you talked about violence and how it impacts, it suddenly, reminded me of the film Kabir Singh, on which Komal, I think, gave her paper. I haven't read the paper, but her presentation was on it. So after Kabir Singh, people were drawn towards his actions. People were, taking it as something okay to do, and how public can be, compelled into certain, things, doing certain things when they see it on the big screen, and they find it okay when the hero is doing it. Yet they don't do what the villain are doing. They do demonize that because he has the villain image, the bad image, and if the good hero comes with the good image and how he is doing, how his actions are, going to impact on his viewers. And this also reminds me of when in the first class we talked about the relation of the viewer and the screen, the cinema. So how it, draws people towards what has been, given to them. And yeah, so things are quite more clearer after this.
Okay, sounds good. So this
Ma'am,
is
I have something to tell you. I
Mhm.
found I found it in my notes. I did not write it in my paper because I thought maybe it's not related to the Atomic Cafe. So when I was looking for the Bikini Island, bomb testings, it came up that the bikini, which is the swimsuit, was named after the Bikini Island, after the atomic bomb testings. So the designer of the bikini was Reared, I think his name was that, and he said that they are going to leave the same impact. The bikini is going to leave the same impact on people, just like the atomic bomb. It is going to mesmerize them like the rising mushroom clouds, and it's going to give them a shock, and they're gonna be amazed. And how and the bikini shoots were done in that time after the name was given to it. So that was something I found out while reading about the Bikini Island bomb testing.
right. Okay, so that actually shows the pride, you know,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
actually reflects pride in creating atom bomb, and it was big. So I think it was reflecting everywhere in every form. So
And
I
ma'am,
think
I think it is very cold as well because, there's one thing in, feeling pride about how your country created something like that and, won the war, or, using that thing. But the fact that the Bikini Island was left barren and it was no more livable, it was no more a place for a living, being. It was completely destroyed. People were, first of all, people were asked to leave that place, and people were okay to do that. They did not know, according to the film, that what is going to happen, what are going to be the after effects of what the testings are going to be about. But they were leaving because they thought that they are you know contributing to something, and it's going to be a good outcome if the bombs are tested, and the results come out well for the nation and everything. But later, when the place was completely dead, just like the other places, तो मतलब उसके बावजूद this name is used as something amazing or mesmerizing, or that is very shocking, I think, at times, and horrifying too on the human mind, how we think about things in certain way and react to them.
yes, and also that by calling it bikini, you are
Yeah.
still celebrating the blast.
Yeah. Yes.
Have we discussed libas?
Yes, miss.
Have we discussed your paper?
No, miss, we haven't yet.
Is that Dinesh?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Libas was open, so I was wondering if Liba heard what I said about her paper because uh, I discussed her paper already. Okay. So So yours first page is uh, in the APA style, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So you need to give a title to your paper.
Okay, miss.
Okay, and the title can have both the film name and the central idea of your paper, right? Was it about Interstellar?
Yes, miss, the movie. Yes. And
Yes.
like scene descriptions.
So you can say Interstellar 2014, and you can say something about maybe I find it interesting that your film is actually focusing on aging because when you presented in class, you said that the little girl told her father to leave because she was old and she was dying.
Yes, miss.
And she felt that no parent should see their child dying.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's an interesting concept. I don't think I gave a question on aging in this classroom, but I did give a question on aging in one of the other classrooms. If you like, you can actually add that aging factor in this paper and relate aging to being moved. Because I think even this last comment uh, moves, makes you feel moved in a certain way. That no
Yes, miss.
pain. Yes. So I think you can now you all you need to do that you add short summary of the film here,
Okay,
and
miss.
that can be in um, 3, 4, 5 lines, not very long, definitely not longer than half page, right? And
Yes.
you can pick up couple of different scenes. You think you will be writing your final paper on this same
Uh,
question or a different
Miss,
question?
I haven't really decided yet. I'm a bit confused because for this I didn't know like how to stretch it even further because this question only had scene descriptions and like maybe a small analysis of the film. So, but if I could add the aging aspect and other things, so then maybe it would like lengthen. So I am like still confused whether I should do this or
Right. Okay. Let me check the question paper. I am not sure if emotion is there in final question paper. Uh, how long does it take to write a paper? Because I think most of you write with pretty fast. So one is Atomic Cafe, then it is Triumph of the Will. That was on Hitler's film. Then it says 2019 Bollywood Hollywood film, and then it says Sindhi film. Yes, it has a question on gender, aging, and sexuality. So, what you can do, I will amend this part. It says Pakistani film or drama. I can make it Pakistani slash yours is a Hollywood film.
yes, miss.
So, if you are attempting this question, I can add Hollywood and Bollywood in this question, in question 5. But this one says gender, aging, and sexuality, and I think in your in case of Interstellar, you probably I'm not sure if you would be discussing aging and sexuality. You can certainly discuss age and gender issues, and I'm not even sure how you would discuss gender issues in this film. I haven't. I'm saying so because I have not seen the film, right? So
Yes, miss.
you probably can look at your film and you can discuss emotions, use of emotions around central theme of the film. You can see how emotions are helping develop, uh, the narrative of the film, or how emotions are used to persuade in the film. The film is mostly about persuasion techniques. You get to agree with certain uh, stories or certain ideas or concepts that the film actually presents or offers to you, right? So you can actually think about it.
Okay.
If you want to write on aging, I think I can perhaps um, we can see how to remove this concept. Uh, I can slightly amend this question. So I think you can write to me how you would amend this question.
Okay, miss.
Okay. So
Yes.
I would say just add if you're writing your final on this one, just add a bit of 4 or 5 lines or maximum one paragraph. Paragraph should perhaps not be longer than 5 6 lines if you're writing the summary of the film, and discuss couple of different scenes in detail. You are frequently using I think, I understand, but I think this is a dialogue, is it?
Yes, miss. It's a dialogue.
Okay, so it's the I of the protagonist. So, okay,
Yes.
okay, so that's fine. Every time you guys mention a quote in the paper, every time you mention a quote, please right after explain the quote in your own words, because when somebody is saying something, uh, you may interpret it differently and I may interpret it differently. We understand different things from words of different people, right? So we derive our own meaning. So it's very important that in your paper you explain and discuss a quote if you're quoting someone. Okay, so right after uh, typing the quote, type what the quote means and then discuss it. You can agree or disagree with whatever the person is saying. So you also have a right to disagree with the quote. Uh, when you mention close up shots, etc., I think the scene that you showed us during the class meeting had lots of close ups or mid
Yes.
shots. And
Yes.
those mid shots were very interesting. And you can actually say that those close shots actually emphasize the expression or intimacy between the parent and child, their closeness, because the shot is actually enhancing emotional impact of the scene. So, which means that shot selection actually persuades the viewer uh, whatever it wants to communicate, about whatever it wants to communicate. For example, the daughter is hurt that the father is leaving her and going into space. So you can actually say, and you can say that close up actually enhances the impact of the emotion between the parent and the child. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, ma'am.
yes, so it's not just that the director has used a close up. You are actually talking about the benefit the close up gives to the scene, because close up enhances the body language of the two characters, in this case Murph and Cooper, who hold each other tightly while the girl is actually begging his father not to leave, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay. uh, Murph pushes his hand off and says, and that's exactly why you cannot go. Then the shot focuses on her lap. Uh, After writing, that's exactly why you can't go. You'll, you should write. Murph does not want uh, his father to leave, or you can also write Murph can't imagine her separation from her father, right?
Yes.
So even if it's a dialogue, you can build up that the child is scared of losing her father. And as it appears later, he does not return for a few decades, and he only returns when the child herself is an old lady.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so that probably shows that her fears were right. And you are saying flips open some pages and showcases an elliptical pencil scroll. So you can also write that flipping of pages actually hints at change in time. A few decades pass, and perhaps next scene, I haven't seen the scene, the film. So perhaps the next scene shows her older. It shows her uh, maybe as an aged woman. So flipping of pages will actually have some purpose. You can try adding that purpose here if
Okay, miss.
you can understand. Or flipping of pages may also show her nervousness if father is still there, that she's not looking at her father or is nervous, etc. I haven't seen the film, so I don't know what exactly is happening there. You can figure it out, and you can try to interpret what the father and daughter are doing in that particular scene, and if Murph's actions are communicating her nervousness, her distress or fear, right? Because she's trying to convince her father not to leave.
Yes.
And instead of writing the short in the start of this para,
Yeah.
you can write Interstellar focuses on Cooper,
Okay, miss.
or Interstellar showcases uh, whatever it showcases. It showcases tension between parent and child, or the fear or the threat of uh, a child is fighting. Perhaps she's fighting the fear she has that her father would leave her and she will perhaps never see him again. You know, so you can
Yes.
actually comment on whatever is happening. So when you mention dialogues, try understanding what is behind the dialogues and between the dialogues, and what is in in context, which means what is in the background and what lies in future. So these dialogues have a very strong connection with the present, past, and future. So try analyzing that part.
Okay,
So
miss.
I think it was very nice to see that you were actually adding dialogues. Uh, you just need to improve description of screenplay, which means description of the scene, and within that you will be capturing the emotion, right? So you
Okay.
describe the scene to hint at the emotion which is taking place between both of them at the time. So I think the best part was that you were talking about dialogues all the way through. But every time you pick up dialogues, or you pick up a scene, I think write description of the scene, write couple of dialogues, and then start analyzing uh, them properly before going to another set of dialogues. So you will be theoretically analyzing that part before you bring in another scene or another dialogue in discussion. Okay, so I think it was rich in the sense that you were talking about scenes and dialogues. Uh, Please do not make any word bold. I noticed you can see mid close up bold on this page, and you can see another bold on this page. Medium short, medium short. You have make all shots bold, right? Uh,
Yes, miss.
yes, so you don't need to make them bold. They should
Okay.
appear. They should appear in plain text like anything else. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Uh, and end of the day, it's less about the type of shot. It's more about your overall message, overall paper, overall thesis statement, if you have proved. You do not have any academic references here, or you are,
Yes.
yes, you probably read something on Interstellar. You did not even mention the reading that we have in Google Classroom. And as I said earlier, that a very good discussion becomes poor if academic references are missing, right? So
Yes.
you need to add academic references here, and you need to add quotations here. And when you're talking about their body language, you can look at the reading in Google Classroom, and you can also look at other readings that discuss emotions, or that discuss any part of aging, uh, you know uh,
Yes.
or or memory is another theme, and you would probably find plenty of material on memory. For example, if you write uh, memory here, memory dot pdf, I would say write pdf. So it should try taking you to a proper uh, article on memory, right? It says that Purdue Psychological Sciences, it has, but I would say there is plenty of material on memory. Uh, you would find definitely academic articles on memory. It says memory, Griffith University, and memory, some other things. If you need any, you can write to Amir here. All you would do, write Amir with double A, right? So this guy is the librarian of
Okay.
BSU. So you can send an email to Muhammad Amir in the library and request him to find you a couple of articles on memory if you think those articles are useful for you. Or
Okay.
you can select another question from here. Okay.
Miss, I wanted to ask, can we still edit this, our midterm, as you're like according to what you're telling us? And if you
Amna Wahid was asking the same question. I would rather prefer that you work on your final essay right now, because I know if I were writing an essay, it will take me forever to finish that essay. But I feel really surprised that students normally finish their essays very fast. Uh, you can um, you can try uploading an edited version of it. And if you are writing your final paper on this same topic, you will be editing it anyway, because final paper would be longing, and I told you that I told you to add theory here,
yes, ma'am.
right? I do feel that you have used medium shot, close up shot kind of words. Uh, a bit, you have a bit overused this kind of language. Okay, so
Yes.
it was very nice to see that you were thinking about type of shot, uh, but use them just to make sure that just to tell us what is inside that mid shot, what is inside that close up. For example, I mentioned just now that the father is holding his daughter tight, and the daughter is quiet. Her back is resting against his chest. I think that was the scene that you showed us. So if you
Yes.
are describing scene, just closely look into it. Look into the body language of the characters, because you're talking about persuasion through the film scene, or persuasion through the image, or persuasion through dialogues that are happening between the girl and the daughter, the dialogues they are communicating to each other, whatever they say to each other, body language and verbal language, they support each other, they enhance the meaning. And type of shot, actually, which means film language, also is used to enhance the meaning of the expression or body language between the characters, right? So that
Yes.
it's very important that you look closely what is inside the mid shot. because that mid shot was actually a two shot as well, because you could see both father and daughter uh, in the shot, and you could see you were actually looking at medium close up of both of them in one shot. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So all I'm saying, add literature to your paper, because it's very important, and that's a mandatory requirement for this class.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
All right. Ji Jahangir, I think I should save attendance. Iras has joined, Jahangir has joined, and Mashal and Arslan have not joined so far, so I am saving attendance of the first slot. Um, okay. And I think after briefing Jahangir about this class, I can probably let you guys go after marking attendance of the second slot, and you can work on your final exams. I did want Mashal and Arslan to present today. If you want, you can ask questions, and if you want, we can also look at something else in Google Classroom, but I can also let you go after briefing Jahangir about his mid paper. Ji Jahangir, are you here? All right, Jahangir. Jahangir, can you hear me? He got disconnected. All right. I'm not sure if he's joining again. And do you have any question about coursework or exam or anything? Any of the readings here?
Ma'am, there's this one question on that is in the final, the seventh one. Use the screenplay and dialogues for a particular film to discuss the false alarm theory, how humor works. Can you elaborate a little on this one, on the false alarm theory part? And
Did you not attend the class on false alarm theory?
no, ma'am, I couldn't find any of my notes on this, so I have probably missed the class on that.
So if you have missed the class, it would probably be difficult for you, but you can still try. I think I have uploaded more readings on laughter in Google Classroom. If you you can see them here. Right, it says there are. This is one is 100 years of humor in American advertising, and some other articles are also there in Google Classroom. I am sure I uploaded a few, but in class we had discussed just this one. Right. So if you did not, I cannot repeat the whole lecture because it's already uploaded in Classroom. Right. If you go to Classroom, you can see that I have uploaded all the recordings.
Okay,
So you
fine.
can,
I'll check that.
yes, so you can actually find recording here, and where does it say emotion? It says false alarm theory. This was the fourth lecture, right? And this
No,
is
ma'am, okay, fine, I'll check.
okay.
Because I
So
think I did it.
you can read it from you can listen to the recording, right? I can briefly tell you that it was important if this was one frame. Can you see this frame, this image here?
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
a fox is attacking a rabbit.
Yes,
So how do you feel?
it's terrifying.
It's terrifying. And how do you feel now?
Okay. Okay.
Right. So this is where these two images are explaining incongruity. Right. If you start reading this short article, uh,
Okay.
it would say that it is incongruity that makes you laugh. Interpretation and reinterpretation. Here, the interpretation was, uh, did you say it's terrible or something like this?
Terrifying. I said
Uh,
terrifying.
yes, you said it's terrifying, but your interpretation changes the minute you look at the next one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, here it says, right here, anatomy, incongruity, deviation from expectations. You were expecting the rabbit will die, but
Yeah.
when you reinterpret second image, the fox has died and rabbit is fine, right? And that's how you start laughing. So you
Yeah.
talk about incongruity and deviation from expectation, and it's like when you see the first one, an alarm starts ringing in your head. So
Yeah.
that alarm is a false alarm, right?
Okay.
The second image tells you that it was a false alarm, and that is when the alarm goes off. So alarm goes on, alarm goes off, alarm goes on, alarm goes off, right? And when alarm goes on, you are terrified, and when alarm goes off, you are already laughing, right?
Mm.
So you are interpreting first image differently and second image differently. I'm not sure if Interstellar, for example, is a comedy. I think it's not a comedy. If it were a comedy, you can probably talk about this emotion as well, laughter, or incongruity, or deviation from expectation, or interpretation of one image. And for example, one image shows uh, Jerry has digged a grave for Tom, right?
Yes.
And or perhaps Tom is attacking Jerry with a bomb. Instead, in the next image, you find uh, Tom lying in a grave, right? So
Yeah.
this kind of deviation from expectation makes you laugh. So, as a matter of fact, this is a short article, but you'll have to read this article, and you can use quotations from here or vocabulary from here for discussion. For example, it says direct attention at resolving the incongruity. Di- in resolving an incongruity means uh, what was happening here. You deviated from it,
Mm.
right? So it is resolved when you find that fox has died and the rabbit is alive. So you're talking about resolving the incongruity. And when you look at something like this, it's not expected. Dalmatians are never like this. So you feel something is wrong. This Dalmatian attracts your attention, right? And when it attracts your attention, even this first scene here was attracting your attention.
Mm.
So you were interpreting it one way, and the change or deviation makes you interpret it differently. So if you want to attempt this question, you will have to read this one, and you can accordingly uh, explain what is happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, all right. So anyone else about if you have a question about any of these questions in the question paper, I just keep on repeating, please add summary of the film, very short summary, not in 5 pages, but in only 3 to 5 lines, 6, 7 lines maximum. Please don't go beyond that because I want to read analysis, theoretical analysis, not, I don't want to read the summary. I need summary just to familiarize with myself with the film that you will be discussing, right? So short summary is good enough. And discuss a scene in detail. Give the summary in 4-5 sentences, but you can give scene descriptions in detail, and you can discuss dialogues in details, because you'll be breaking it up. You will be breaking concepts or decoding concepts. Okay?
Miss, I have a question.
Gigi.
Miss, if we were to do our final term on the same question and on the same movie, is that possible?
Yes, you can certainly do your final exam on the same question. I already discussed your paper. I thought you were not joining. So I recorded feedback on your paper, because
Okay,
I was discussing your paper with the students. So
okay.
is your question here? This is the final question paper.
Yes. My question is the third one.
And I think I just discussed it.
Well, Miss, I'll listen to the recording.
Ji?
I'll listen to the recording.
Yes, and I just discussed it. I cannot rediscuss all of it, but I think the first thing that I had said was that your paper needs a title, right? Title that should include both the film title and your and the spine of the essay, right? So
Okay.
whatever you were doing here, and I think that perhaps too many people are writing on this one. Oh, okay. So you mentioned hijab in this one. I think it will turn into a nice essay. Make sure that are you enrolled in both classes?
No, Miss, just this one.
Okay, because I think somebody is also discussing this paper in the other class, and and she has also highlighted hijab. I'm not sure though. I can't recall. I think there are some commonalities between the two classes. We had one common reading on visual pleasure. But I did say that in this classroom, I think it was yours. It wasn't any other presentation on this topic. You can definitely write a presentation on this one. And I had said to you during presentation that please include Marjan's therapy and the other article from Germany.
Yes, Miss, but
In
by
the,
that time I had already submitted my midterm, so I couldn't make the changes.
no, but you can do that while doing your final. And the other
Yes.
thing that I said today was that you have references that are actually not mentioned in the paper. For example, you talk about Glick. Glick. Uh, the Glick is not mentioned anywhere in the body of the text. And
Miss, that's what,
you
yes, I
mentioned
didn't.
you first mentioned a quote on page 5, right? So I said that this is a theoretical paper, so you can probably start mentioning it earlier. That's all I had said about your paper. जी.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted. जी बताइए.
नहीं Miss, I was just saying that some of the references, not references, but some of the ones that I've mentioned in the bibliography, they're not like specifically citations. They're just texts that I, read while doing some research on the movie. So I felt the need to mention them in the
Right.
bibliography.
So it means that you may have used some concept from wherever you had read. You may have used that concept in your paper, right? So I would
Yes.
say wherever you use that concept, Glick, mention Glick there,
Okay.
right? So I said in the in-text reference, you only need to put his last name and date and, if possible, page number.
Yes. Okay.
So that would complete it. And I think even during your midterm presentation, I had said it would be nice to read a final paper on this topic, because if you're writing a final topic on the same one, it makes it easier for you to develop your concepts and central idea. I did say that please do mention Marjan's therapy and the German article that you have in Google Classroom, because they are focusing on abaya like hell. So
Right.
you can definitely take some concepts from there and make it part of
Okay.
the discussion. If you get time, try watching the film or try watching parts of film, so you can make notes of dialogues and scene descriptions and include that. I think we had identified two scenes during your presentation, and I had said that I want to understand these two scenes. So you can elaborate on those two scenes in your paper to make your reader understand what is happening in the scene, and then you can discuss it theoretically.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Right.
so you can definitely write on the same one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Jahangir is not in classroom right now. I wanted to give feedback on his paper, so I think if he joins, that would be good. Uh, this is Jahangir's. So I think I already gave feedback on this one while he was presenting. I would say that the title needs the title of the film as well. So he should add uh, Inside Out in the title, Inside Out, date of Inside Out, and I think if he's focusing on children's development, that sounds fine. But he needs to give it a better title that should include the title of the film. Uh, okay, so he is starting. I think I had already told him that he is starting very generally. He should add the title of the film or the film in this first paragraph, right? Because the first paragraph is talking about emotions, about children's emotions and importance of the emotions for the development of child. It's a very general paragraph. It's not focusing on film at all, right? And as I said, the paper should be on the use of emotions in the film and how emotions help in child development within the film, right? So this paragraph should at least include the title of the film twice. I think in a paragraph of this length, Jahangir needs to add Inside Out twice. For example, he would say Inside Out shows how emotions help in biological development of children, right? It's the same sentence that he has mentioned here. Or biological development of a problem child. I'm not sure if his character was problematic. Has anyone seen this film Inside Out?
Miss, I have, but I don't like remember it. I saw it a long time ago, but I have seen it.
So I do feel that this, but you do understand what I mean when I say that this paragraph is general. This is not connected with the film. I'm just saying he should connect his first paragraph with the film. If he adds name of the film in two places in this paragraph, it will control the text. I'm not saying remove anything from here. I'm just saying add the name of the film to this paragraph couple of times and add the name of the director somewhere. You can use the name of the film and the name of the director interchangeably, right? So, for example, I'm not sure what's the name of the director, but you can put director's name here, who shows how intensity of emotions between parent and child help in development of the individual within the film, right? So the first paragraph is general. It's not connected to the film and should be connected to the film because he's talking about a particular film. The same applies to para 2. I don't see the title of Inside Out in this para either, though he's talking about some YouTube or TV productions or projects that link to child development. So I'm not seeing the title of the film on first page at all, and it is definitely needed because otherwise he has no direction for the paper. I think this problem was not there when he was uh, presenting his paper, because he mentioned at the start of presentation that he was going to discuss Inside Out, but on the first page is uh, on the first page here he has not mentioned the film Inside Out. On the second page he has not mentioned the film, but he mentions Daphna Lamish here, and we were actually reading Daphna Lamish's reading, right? So by now on page 2, on page 3, he is talking about both Daphna Lamish and Inside Out. I think Inside Out should come on the first page. Some students may be giving plot separately, like Jahangir has given plot here with a heading. You do not need to give such a heading in your research papers. You do not need to give a list of actors or directors or producers or financiers in your midterm papers or research papers. Research paper only need the title of the film and the name of the director, right? References need name of producer before the name of director, but the body of the text only needs director's name. It does not need producer's name. References need producer's name, and you do not need to give this heading plot. So I think by page 3-4 onwards, he's talking about the character. He's giving the summary on this page. He just need to develop a connection between what he's saying here and what is written in different articles. So he should use quotations, and he should tell how the quotation is linked to the scene that he has selected, right? So there are certain images that he has added here. He should include descriptions of these images in the paper, and if there is a dialogue in this scene, he should add that dialogue in discussion and elaborate using the theory. Okay, and I think again the conclusion has to be on the film selected, and the conclusion should use the spine, and the spine is not about the film but the central idea of the paper. So conclusion would be on that central idea, and it should use the name of the film. Okay, so the conclusion should use the name of the film, and the conclusion should emphasize on the central idea of the paper. So I think it's if he just make these small changes in the paper, he will be in control of what he's saying here. I'm saying this problem did not show when he was presenting, because during presentation he was making a connection between theory and scene. This should also show in this paper in writing as well. Okay, I think I would save attendance now. You said Komal would be joining, so I'm marking her present, and with this I believe I have completed discussion of papers of all people who are present. Danias, we have already discussed. I think Komal is generally good with the whatever she has done. I have discussed Laibas and Jahangir's and everybody's. I haven't discussed Komal's or Mashalizara's. So I don't know. I think I will give her feedback in Google Classroom. And all I can do that I briefly see what is happening here.
Ma'am, also that Komal didn't say that she'll be joining. She told me that her internet connection, she doesn't have an internet connection, so she is not able to join. the class today. So she asked me to let you know.
All right, it's very interesting to know that Mashal Zara opted for a difficult question. This is a difficult question, as opposed to certain other questions that students have attempted. This is a relatively difficult question. Uh, she's talking about Raja Harish Chandra. I think we do not need Raja Harish Chandra because the paper should be on Umar Marvi, and Umar Marvi was discussed in the context of Pakistan's one unit program and what was happening in Sindh and Bangladesh. It wasn't Bangladesh at the time. What was Sindh in East Pakistan and Sindh at the time. So she has only briefly mentioned Raja Harish Chandra, but I'm saying that even that brief mention wasn't essential. And what I see here is mostly coming from Camille Bouis's article, and she can use Camille Bouis's article for writing her own paper. On the first two pages, I'm hardly seeing any original voice or original text, and as I said before, that most people are writing their own papers and they are supporting their argument with the theory or research by others. So I think Mashal Zara needs to do the same thing. That she should have her own objective, her own thesis statement behind this essay, and she can use some of it as quotes from or paraphrases from Camille Bouis and Julian Levesque's work. But she cannot just rely on Camille Bouis and Julian Levesque for writing her paper. This was a difficult paper. This is a difficult and theoretical paper. And for writing this paper, she needs to look at history of Pakistan. She needs to understand what was happening between government, people of Sindh and people of Bangladesh, I suppose, people of East Pakistan at the time. Let me look at the question. And it says, question 4 says, use Levesque and Bouis' article and my article to further discuss issues concerning the development of Sindhi cinema. So at least I did not ask her to look at what was happening in East Pakistan because that would have increased the difficulty level of the paper. So this one is only looking at Sindhi cinema. So it's not, the Sindhi cinema part is not very difficult, and we have at least 2 articles to talk about one unit program. So she will have to find some other research to support her argument on this paper. Okay, so let me also, there is only one paper left, so I would quickly look at that one too, Komal's. I understand you said Komal will not be joining. I will take only 5 minutes to briefly look at hers, and then I think I will end today's session unless you want to discuss something. So Kabir Singh, she should put a date behind Kabir Singh, and I italicized the title because it's a film title. So Kabir Singh should be italicized and title should also have the date 2019. Okay, I think she was emphasizing on toxic masculinity and abhorrent representation. So I think that I have already given feedback to her during the presentation, and she gave a detailed presentation in this course. And all I would say that she is giving a heading, scenes. You do not, please do not give headings like plots and scenes. Just describe the scene within the paragraph without giving a heading like scene or plot. So it can appear as part of the developing argument, because from paragraph 1 to paragraph 10 or whatever, you will be developing or concluding the same argument. So the scene description should appear within the scene, and plot description should also appear within the scene. Within the paragraph, scene and plot descriptions should appear in paragraph without separate headings. So they should be part of the flow in your discussion. So don't lose your flow by giving it a heading. Just continue developing your argument around it. I would say that Komal is using double space for writing the article. That is perfectly fine, but space between paragraph is longer than needed, is more than needed. So just indent first line half an inch, and indent first line of each para. So you don't need this double or triple space between the paragraphs. So I think that I had given detailed feedback to her during the presentation, so we are good here. I think she's talking about effects of Kabir Singh on men and women. It would be interesting to read more clearly what is the effect on women, because I think I was very clear how she discussed the effect on men in India, right? So I also think that she was talking about cultivating effect of Kabir Singh on men in India. So cultivation is another point that she can think about. And another theoretical concept would be uses and gratification. Which means that people who watch films like Kabir Singh, they get some kind of gratification by watching characters like Kabir Singh. As I have often mentioned, that audience steps into the shoes of the protagonist in the darkness of the theater. So if the viewer feels that he is Kabir Singh, and through Kabir Singh he is taking possession of the women within the diegesis, which means that he is taking possession of the female protagonist through Kabir Singh. This imaginary relationship actually gives him the gratification, and he uses film for his gratification and pleasure. So though I personally think that Komal already find right kind of theories for her paper, if she still wants, she can add something from theories of looking or theories of like cultivation or gratification to discuss these things. And all she has to do that indent each paragraph half an inch. Let me look at her citations. I think citations look good. They are all academic, so I'm happy that all citations are academic. She has not even mentioned a newspaper article here. She can add reference of the film in this part, because if you are discussing a film, you should mention the title of the film in the references. Okay, so that's the only missing thing here, that she needs to add a reference for Kabir Singh in her end references. And when she mentions Kabir Singh here, she can mention name of the director in her paper as well, and she can use name of the director and the title of the film interchangeably in the discussion. Okay, so let me save attendance, and I think we are done. So anything that you want to discuss, we can discuss, or I'll let you go. I think we are done for today. All the best wishes. I enjoyed listening to your discussions. I enjoyed hearing your argument, and I think that you are wonderful students. It's always very nice to see or hear discussions of people, students from other departments, and I think it was a wonderful experience. And
Thank you, ma'am. It was likewise.
Thank you, Miss. It was
Thank
your
you,
team.
Miss.
Yeah, thank you, Miss. We
all
really
right,
enjoyed your classes as well.
okay, good. All right. Okay, so submit your paper on time, and if you want to discuss anything, you can always call me.
Ma'am, one last thing. I forgot to ask about it. So I have missed my second assignment. Is it okay if I do it before my final and submit it to you? Will the marks will be cut or what? Am I
No,
like
no, no.
allowed to
Just
submit it?
upload it before or after the final. But upload it,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I think, within 2 days of the final.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
so much.
so I'm asking you not to miss the deadline for the final and upload your missing work around that time.
Okay, I will, inshallah. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you, Dania. I would look forward to reading your script. And if you want to write a theoretical essay, that's also fine. And thank you, Laiba and Binish and Amna.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Hopefully it'll be good.